Welcome to the Youth Empowerment Services, or YES Waiver program for families. Throughout this video, we will explain what the YES Waiver program has to offer your family and what commitment you will need to make to participate. Additionally, we'll talk about how to develop a unique family plan for successful participation and ultimately a successful graduation from the YES program. The YES Waiver partners with families and the community to ensure that Texas youth who are struggling with serious mental, emotional, or behavioral difficulties and are at risk of going into an out-of-home placement have access to services and supports. The YES Waiver provides intensive services delivered within a team planning process called Wraparound. Wraparound is designed to increase your family and youth's well-being. We are here to help you find a family vision and support your team's path. This program serves youth between the ages of 3 to 18. They can access YES Waiver services until one day before their 19th birthday. They must also have a qualifying mental health diagnosis. For example, anxiety, depression, oppositional defiant disorder, or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. The youth must also be at risk of being removed from their home due to these mental health needs. Now that we've talked about who YES does serve, let's discuss who it is not intended to support. If your youth's primary diagnosis is an intellectual or developmental disability, autism spectrum disorder, or substance use disorder, YES Waiver is not designed to treat these challenges. Please reach out to the support staff to connect you to other programs to address these needs. It's important to know that the YES Waiver is intended to be an intensive, short-term program. The length of time your youth spends in the program is determined by their needs and your family's commitment to the wraparound team process. Youth eligible for YES are approved for 1 year and reassessed annually. We discuss transition and graduation on day 1 because this is the overall goal. You and your youth should be prepared to transition out of YES Waiver after a year of services, so you must be dedicated to meeting the requirements for Wraparound and YES Waiver. Let's talk more about the Wraparound team approach. Wraparound helps families realize their vision of success as a team. Your family will work with a Wraparound facilitator, also known as a care coordinator, and they will coordinate the Wraparound process and YES Waiver services. Your team will create a Wraparound plan that includes your family vision, team mission, strengths, needs, a crisis and safety plan, and strategies and tasks to meet those needs. Each month, you and your team will meet to discuss your youth's progress, determine what is and is not working, review needs, brainstorm strategies, and share research on community options. Everyone needs to participate to ensure all options are explored. You and your Wraparound facilitator choose your Wraparound team. Your team will meet monthly or more often as needed, and you and your youth will meet weekly with your Wraparound facilitator. Anyone on the team can call a meeting at any time. Your team will also include formal and informal supports. You and your facilitator will discuss who to invite to your team, how to describe the program, and what their role will be. Let's talk about the difference between formal and informal supports. Formal supports may include people providing services, like your youth's probation officer, therapist, or teacher. Informal or natural supports may include extended family, friends, neighbors, community members, or anyone else involved in your youth's life. Building your Wraparound team is a very important part of the process, and everyone should come together each month. When you first begin the process, connecting with supports and services in your community is as important as using YES Waiver services. The goal is to build your personalized foundation of natural and community supports to help your family when it's time to transition out of the program. This ensures ongoing support and success after your family graduates. For example, if your youth is benefiting from animal-assisted therapy, your team can explore opportunities such as volunteering at an animal shelter, starting dog walking, or finding a job at a pet store. Family responsibilities. Your wraparound facilitator will support your family to meet your goals and vision. Because this is a partnership, you and your youth must engage in the process and understand your role in achieving your family's vision. It's important to be honest and open with the facilitator and team. Let your facilitator know if anything is keeping you from getting to appointments and services. They can help with any challenges. If you do not follow through with your meetings or scheduled services over an extended period of time, or if you stop engaging with your facilitator, YES services may be paused or stopped. Now let's talk about how YES services are determined. During wraparound team meetings, you'll brainstorm strategies for your family's needs. For example, if your child struggles with isolation, the team might suggest joining a community youth group or determine that art therapy would help with depression. Team members are assigned tasks to ensure follow-through on strategies. All planning happens within the team. YES services include respite, which allows caregivers to take a temporary break from caring for a youth. Community living supports help you and your youth build skills to deal with mental health needs in the community. Our specialized therapies include art, recreational, music, and animal-assisted therapy, as well as nutritional counseling. Family supports offer support from caregivers with similar lived experiences. Employee assistance and supported employment helps youth find and succeed at a job. Adaptive aids and supports provide medically necessary goods and services. Minor home modifications keep your youth safe at home with medically necessary modifications. Non-medical transportation helps the youth get to YES waiver services or other appointments. Paraprofessional services help the youth deal with stressful situations through coaching and mentoring. Supportive, family-based alternatives help the whole family learn healthy interactions. Transitional services help with the costs of moving a youth into their own home. When possible, you can choose providers and ask them about the services they provide. Keep in mind that all services must be approved by YES waiver staff before they begin. Services provided may be limited and will vary by location. Now, let's talk about graduating and transitioning out of YES. Transition and graduation planning begin during the first wraparound team meeting and continue throughout the wraparound process. Transition plans should be reviewed at every monthly meeting and revised as needed to reflect the progress everyone is making. You and your team will determine what is working and what isn't. At the beginning of the program, the team sets goals and determines what success looks like. They also determine how to know if goals are met, specifically how to know when you reach your vision and when it's time to transition out of the YES waiver. Make sure to acknowledge and appreciate every success as a team, because each step forward is an accomplishment. As you and your youth begin to see success and you get closer to meeting your family vision, it's time to discuss what the transition out of the YES waiver program will look like. This is a time to appreciate and reflect on your family's journey and your youth's dreams for the future. If you determine that it's time to transition, it's also time to celebrate. Graduation from the YES waiver is a big deal. It represents your team's hard work and accomplishments. Appreciate and reflect on your family's journey and your youth's dreams for the future. If you have questions or concerns, please reach out to your wraparound facilitator or YES waiver manager. They will listen and help you find solutions. Welcome to YES waiver. We are thrilled to begin this journey with you and your family.